We bought a house. Come on in. Open the door. Obi, come on. Hi friends. Welcome to Line Around Sewing. These are my dogs. As you can see, it's a little bit different in here. That's because we bought a house. We are slowly moving in. Sorry if there's an echo. I'm currently in my new sewing room and we don't have a lot of stuff. Right now, as I'm filming this, it is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. So we got in really early on Saturday morning. We left Friday around like 8, no, it was a little earlier than that, probably like 6. And we drove all through the night and we got here to Kentucky, which is where we moved to, at like 8 a.m. We did stop a few times, and then one time we did stop for about an hour to take a nap because we were also driving 2 separate cars. Joey was driving one and I was driving one. I had all 3 dogs in the back of my car, and Joey had all of our like computers, TVs, all of that stuff in the back of his car. And we made it safely, thankfully. The dogs are all good and we are slowly moving in. But the plan now is we are going to leave tonight without the dogs. The dogs are staying here, and drive through the night again back to Delaware to get the rest of our stuff. We are borrowing a truck from my stepdad, and we're going to get a U-Haul trailer in Delaware, fill it up with all of our stuff, spend Thanksgiving with Joey's family, and then drive back like Saturday after Thanksgiving. And probably drive through the night again, especially with holiday traffic. I think that'll be the easiest, but it also is just the easiest to avoid traffic in general. And as long as the weather is good, that is the plan. Other than that, I can give you guys kind of a little tour. We don't have a lot of stuff and it's kind of a mess, but we do have a backyard for the dogs and they love it, and it's fenced in. So right now they're chilling with me. I have a couch in my sewing room. I don't think it's gonna stay because I need the space. So maybe this will go into the gaming room or something. I eventually want to get a she shed. So I want a shed outside in the backyard that can kind of be my own little studio house that's out there, and I can like renovate and add things like I want, which we can do that now because this is our house. But I don't want to do anything like crazy. And not that I would anyways. Also, here's my Dr. Seuss quote that was on here. We'll probably take that off. I haven't decided though about these shelves because they actually are really nice, and if I can find some like it, I might do another one up here because this would be perfect like camera angle. I feel like I'm watching Lane Art Geek, I think that's how you say it, their WasabiCon video. So good. I did WasabiCon in 2022, and so did they, but I didn't get to meet them. I found them after I did my whole WasabiCon vlogging stuff. But it looks like WasabiCon was good this year, so that's good. That's exciting. So I'll just show off the sewing room right now. This is if you come through the door into the sewing room. There's the shelves. Here's the pups and the couch. And then here's my sewing desk and my pile of beanies right now. And then they actually left 3 TVs here, and this is where it was. So I haven't moved it yet. If I do move it, it'll probably be up higher because as you can see, that's like right with my sewing machine, and that would be very, very close to set in a TV. But as of right now, I'm not messing with it until we move all of our stuff. I do like these little floating shelves. I think I will put my like plushies up there, or maybe my pop figures. But I'm thinking what I can do is move this couch down a little bit, at least like to those shelves. And then hopefully we can fit a table right here so that I can have my cutting table. And then at least right here on this wall, we can do embroidery machine, storage cube things. And we might be able to do stacked 2 tall. And we could probably put one there too if I wanted to move those shelves. And of course, if the couch moves, I'll have all that space. But we also have this closet. It is smaller than my other one. It's about the same depth, but it only goes like right there wide and like right here. There's not a light in here. So mostly I'll be storing fabric in here, but you guys know I have lots of fabric and I also need to store my convention stuff in there. I might be able to borrow the gaming room closet if I ask Joey nicely. We'll see. So here's the bedroom. There is literally nothing in here. This is a foldable mattress that I had in my very first apartment that was very handy for guests because it's tri-fold and you can fold it up and fit it in like a closet. So that's what we're using right now. Here's the gaming room in progress. Again, we don't have our desks, but we brought our computers and we are gonna work on this lighting because it's very dark. We even like took one of the bulbs, you can see that one's a little bit brighter, took one of those bulbs from my sewing room, put it in here to kind of balance it because this one was very yellow and dark and the other one was very bright where it like almost hurt your eyes. There's that. And then let me show you guys the backyard that they have. So here's the little backyard and they are so excited and want to go out. It's raining. Oh, I should have brought your fox inside too. Now it's gonna be all gross and wet. Great. But Daisy likes to not use the stairs right here. She jumps off and then she also will jump up and like slam into the wall. But now the plan for today before we leave tonight is try to sew a little bit. I'll probably try to do some embroidery, but I want to finish these Pikmin hats that I was doing on live. It's just very tedious because I have to like have the mannequin head and I have to stand over top of it. So I'm going to do those. I have like 4 right here to do. And then I might set up my embroidery machine and try to do some embroidery because otherwise I have some link hats I could work on. But I just packed a few sewing things. The rest was just like embroidery because I knew that wouldn't take as much to pack to be able to work on. So I'm going to do that right now. Look at these fools looking out the window. What do you see out there? This is the real reason I need to keep the couch in here. So they have a place to hang out. Yeah. I forgot that the reason I paused on this is because I don't remember where I packed my needles. So I need to go try to find it. Maybe I didn't pack it. I know I packed it up, but maybe I didn't bring the bin that it was in. because I know it was in a plastic bin. And I know I put it in with, I didn't. It's on my sewing desk in a cardboard box. Yep. Okay. That's fine though. Because I do think I have sewing needles in this box. The box of miscellaneous stuff. And I do. Sewing needles. Alright, these are some items that I have to ship out, but I have to wait till I get back when I have my printer and a charger for my computer. Maybe I can dust that and put them up there. I don't know if this will work. We're gonna put it here for now. But like, if this goes over too far, like also this is just a lot of space. I think I want to get like an L-shaped desk maybe and have this and go this way. But I don't know, this will probably go on the shelf like it was. So maybe we won't set this up for now, we'll just put it here. Scraping this off my wall, what are you doing?
I'm done.
This was the paint from the room that my sewing room is in. Here's also the beanie that I embroidered. It turned out really good. I'm excited to have these. The only thing is that little spot right there, but I think I found out I can like move these threads down a little bit and budget a little, and it turns out okay. Oh, the only other thing was these little dots. It went on my other flash drive. I changed it, but the one that's in there is like jumps from here to here to here and it goes all the way down. The new one that I made goes like here, here to here to here, so there's more thread that I can cut. It's perfect. You will learn. You'll learn today.
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
So how I feel about you, Daisy?
Yeah. Someone ate the Christmas tree ornament. Yeah. Was it you? Yeah. Someone ate an ornament off the Christmas tree. Me thinks it was you.
Oh, rude. The dogs love the backyard. Daisy loves tackling her brothers. What are you doing, Daisy? What are you doing? What are you doing? If you bring me a ball out there, wait, can you go get a ball? Go get it. Go get a ball. Get it. It's over there. Go get it. Oh, she got the toy. Alright. Oh, you dropped it. Oh, Obi's gonna get it. Oh, we got it. What are you doing? Huh? Obi, get the ball. Oh, we got the ball. Oh, we got a stick or something. Bring it here. Obi. Good boy. Obi. Daisy, go get the ball. Go get it. No, the ball. Yes. Bring it here. Oh, right here. Come over here.
I usually go down there and play with her, but I don't have shoes on. Bring here. Yes, good girl. Oh no, here. Yes, good girl. Ready? Get it. Good job. Oh, my feet are freezing. Ridley just likes to bark at the other dogs. So I thought maybe I could do an update for you guys while I'm turning link cats, and I'll try not to knock you off my sewing machine. But we had some change of plans. I have been so behind on my live. I didn't get to do a live because I left my computer charger at Delaware, but we were supposed to get it because we were gonna go down. In my previous clip, I talked about we were gonna go down on like that Tuesday night, I think, and be there Wednesday. We were gonna have Thanksgiving with Joey's family. But when we got on the road, it was a little bit rainy, and there was like coastal flood warnings. And we had borrowed a truck from my parents, and we got about an hour down the road, and like a few things had gone wrong. Filling up the truck had its problems. Turns out that was just the gas pump though. The airbag service light was on, but that like wasn't anything too serious. It wasn't the actual airbags. It was supposedly just the seatbelt airbag, like saying it needed to be checked. Then the tire pressure was low, but also it was cold, so probably nothing else serious. And then Joey's door sounded like there was a lot of air coming in, which also is not awful. Like the door was shut. It was probably just like the seal. It was an old work. It was not an old work truck, but it was a work truck. So, you know, it's not like a brand new truck or anything, but it had a hitch and it had low mileage, and that's what we needed to bring the U-Haul trailer to pull, was the plan. So I was expecting to have everything back by like tomorrow, which is Sunday currently. And so then I would have my computer charger and I could do a live on Tuesday. I also didn't get a vlog up for Friday because Joey's computer has Premiere Pro for editing, but it doesn't have an SD slot. So I can't take the footage from this camera and put it in to his computer. I'd have to like put it on my hard drive, and I didn't know if my computer had enough battery to download the footage onto the hard drive and then put the hard drive on his computer. And I didn't really want to buy an SD card like attachment for his computer, if that's possible. I think it is, but I don't know when he'll really need it again, I guess, unless something like this happens again. So I decided I just wasn't gonna get a vlog up, unfortunately. But now it's looking like I'm not even going to get to do a live on Tuesday, because the plan has changed now where me and him are gonna fly out Monday morning to Delaware and pack up one of those U-Haul boxes. It's kind of like the pods, but it's like with U-Haul, and load as much stuff in there as we can, and then they're gonna come and pick it up and take it, and they'll put it on like a semi truck or whatever, and then it'll get here in like 2 weeks. So that means, I mean, when I fly in, I'm gonna get my computer charger, so I hope to have it by at least next Wednesday. I think we're gonna come back like the day after. So hopefully I can get a vlog up for Friday for sure. Not sure what it'll be. It'll either be this one, or I'll try to do some kind of tutorial, some kind of sewing video or something. But yeah, that's been our plan. And the box is a lot smaller. We were at one point gonna get a box truck. That was our original plan overall. But it's really big and it's really expensive. It'll be almost like $2,000. And I don't think we need that much space. And plus, we have to add on gas, at least for this box that they are gonna move for us. We don't have to pay for gas. So it was like, I think it was like $1,200. The thing with that though is they can only, because we're in a small town, they can only deliver it an hour away. to like a bigger city or something, and then we have to go pick it up. So we still have to drive an hour and either have to bring our own trailer to load all the stuff onto it, or we can pull the trailer and then return the trailer. But we're making it. We've definitely had some setbacks. I don't know if I said it on here, but our TV broke in the process of moving it in our car because we drove separately. And I had all the dogs in my car, and Joey had all the like electronics and stuff that we want away from the dogs, and somehow the TV still, the LCD got broken, and we think it was probably the seat belt like hitting it, but now we're like, maybe it was this outlet that's in here in the living room, because the people that lived here before us left their TVs, and so we took one of the TVs out of the other room, which was like an okay TV. It wasn't, you know, crazy expensive or nice by any means, but it was a TV that seemed to be like a smart TV that could work. And we plugged it into that outlet, and now it turns on and off. You can't do anything. So then we were thinking, well, maybe it's the outlet that messed up the TV and the LCD, and maybe the TV did make it here safely, except when it was plugged in, which is kind of even worse to think about, I guess. But we have a power strip in it now, so just to be safe, we didn't want to ruin another TV, which is one that I borrowed from my parents. It was my old one in my room. But the dogs are loving it, as you could see. And we do like it. We're having a good time. It's just we don't have anything. We made tacos last night. We didn't have a spatula for the beef. And it's just a lot of things that we don't want to rebuy because we're going to get it in 2 weeks. But we've been borrowing a lot of stuff from my like mom and stuff. And they're all very helpful, like, because finances have been tight too. Thankfully, I'm getting a lot of Black Friday orders, but it's hard when you don't have, like, my next convention's in February currently, and it's hard when you buy a house after all your conventions are done, so I don't have a whole, like, big chunk of income coming in. But I had to, you know, put a big chunk of money towards the house. So we'll make it though. We're both gonna get settled soon, and Joey's gonna get a job. He's been applying to some places. So hopefully, you know, next week I'll give you guys an update and we'll have it a little more figured out. But I'm so thankful to have my family to help me. I know some people aren't as lucky and they don't have family to help them, especially in like a move and stuff, or if they have financial problems. So I'm very thankful for them that, you know, we're not drowning. So now the plan is I work on some orders with what I have. Thankfully, it's kind of been a lot of bucket hats. I've sold a couple of Korok bucket hats. I did sell a red Pikmin hat. I sold an Appa that I have made, but I don't have shipping bags because I used the last of them. And I just ordered some shipping bags, but I think they're too small. Joey made a good point that I could use a box though. We might have some small boxes that could work because it's a regular size Appa. And someone also ordered a Momo, and technically I think I have the fabric at my mom's in my old sewing room. There's a lot of fabric in there. I'll just have to see. I know I have the white for his fur, but I'll have to see if I have the brown. But yeah, that's the other thing. Like, someone ordered a toothless hat, and I don't have any black at all. I brought all these link hats already pre-cut from home. So I've mostly just been working on beanies and bucket hats, anything that I can embroider. So we're making it. And if I like have to go to Joann's, I can. But I am hoping, like, since we're flying, I can make a list of the things that I want to grab and just shove in my backpack. But we are flying Frontier, which I don't recommend, but I know it's cheap, and sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You can only take like a child-sized backpack, like a purse. Otherwise, they usually will throw a fit. And I've had to pay for baggage one time, because that was mainly because I had a rolly backpack, and they don't really have that anywhere except for when they make an announcement saying your personal item can't have wheels, which is, it still fit under the seat, but I still had to pay $100 for it, which was obnoxious. But I think our plan is today, my mom invited us to like a bourbon trail because we're in Kentucky. And I think the plan is to do that. Maybe I'll take my camera and that can be another vlog, little travel vlog or something. But yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes. And I'm just gonna keep on sewing. But thank you guys so much for checking in, and I'll probably keep adding to this vlog because I don't know when to end it yet.
Here's the
You're in
U-Haul.
sun. Why do you go in the shade?
I wanted to see the inside of our U-Haul.
Oh, well, most of it's on the pack. There's barely
There's
anything left.
still a bit, but yeah.
Barely anything left.
Here's everything we just grabbed out for now.
Dog.
Doggies. I wanted to do a voiceover while we're doing this time lapse of us unpacking and doing all that fun house stuff when you first move in, and talk about the craziness that was us trying to move to Kentucky. So I think I already explained earlier in this video that we did have some problems like moving in the first time. We did end up leaving a day early. Friday, I think, Black Friday, we flew down, and then we were gonna fly back after we packed everything. So the flight went good. It was gonna cost us like $1,200, somewhere in there, but we weren't gonna get our stuff for like 2 weeks. We flew in, flight was good, everything went smoothly. Joey's sister picked us up from the airport, and we got boxes and we immediately started packing everything. She helped us and we started cleaning. And I hadn't heard from the people that were supposed to bring us our box, because it's a third-party company through like U-Haul Movers or whatever that they can sign up. And they're supposed to contact me, but I like understood because of Thanksgiving that they maybe would be late contacting us. This is like Monday by now. And I called the number and left a message and no one got back to me. Finally, Monday night, because they were supposed to bring it Tuesday. Monday night, the guy calls and was like, I'll have it there for you. It'll be between 10 and 11. I'll drop it off. And then I was like, perfect. Can you pick it up around 5 or 6? And he said, that's good. So 8 a.m. the next morning, I get a call from him saying he's basically snowed in, that it's snowing. He was in like upstate New York, or he was in the mountains of New York, and they had got some snow. And he didn't think he's going to be able to make it. Could he bring it tomorrow, like that next day? And I was like, we fly out that next day morning. We have to get it packed up tonight or today, and you have to take it tonight because we will not be here. We got to be out of our apartment soon. And he's like, okay, I'll see how the weather goes. And I was like, okay, I'm going to see if I can get anybody else last minute to do it. So I looked on the website and I did find another moving company that wasn't like crazily out of budget, and
I got one.
booked them and called them. No response. So the guy called me back, the first one, and was like, the snow was slowing down, that he could probably bring it around like 11 or 12. And I was like, okay, I did book another company. Let me see if they get back to me. If not, you can bring it. And finally around like 9-10ish, the other guy calls me, the second guy that I hired, and is like, he can bring it as soon as possible, and that with pickup though, he'd have to come pick it up the next morning, because the place that he's taking it to, the gates close at like 3. So if he drops it off there, it's going to be unsafe, and it won't have like security cameras, and if someone breaks into it, it's not their responsibility. And I was like, okay, well, let me check with my apartment, because I don't think they'll let us leave it here overnight. And
it's not safe in our apartment complex technically, and we fly out in the morning before he's going to be able to come pick it up. So how do I know that this guy is going to come pick it up? But I talked to the apartment guy, and they said that that was fine since I let them know they won't tow it. And I called the guy back, and he assured me that, you know, he would get it, and I was going to have Joey's sister come by and make sure that the box was gone before I paid him anyways. But that was like, putting a lot of trust in people. So we kept on packing, we kept on cleaning, and then it got to be around like noon, and we still hadn't got the box. So I called him, no answer, texted him, no answer. It got to be about 1:32, and I finally got a text message from a different number saying that he had left his phone in his other work truck, that this was his work phone. He left his other phone in his work truck, and that they were on a different job, but as soon as it was done, he would bring the box. He hadn't forgot about us. And it would be there no later than 3. And I was like, well, they shut their gates at 3, so you better hope that they're gonna let you come pick up the box. And I said that in, you know, a nice text message way. And he's like, okay, I'll make sure. But then Joey and I started talking, and it was, of course, getting to be like 2:30, and, you know, nothing about he's on his way or anything. We started talking and realized that if he drops it off at 3, we're only going to have like 2 hours of daylight because it is winter, and the sun goes down at 5:30. 2 hours of daylight to pack this thing. And it probably is not going to have lights on it because it's a box. So we were like, what do we do? And who knows if we'll even get the box, because if the gates are closed, he's not going to get the box, and he's not going to be able to bring it to us. And at this point, I already canceled that one guy, the first guy, because I was like, I don't want him just waiting around if this other guy's going to do it. So we talked about it, Joey and I, and we realized that maybe we should just get a box truck and drive it ourselves and miss our flight. Luckily, we didn't pay. We just used points. But that is what we ended up doing. Finally, we got the box truck. We made it here safely. It was not awful to drive, other than like the 3 deer that decided they wanted to almost jump out in front of us. We were fine. Joey drove most of the way, and then I drove like the last 2 hours. And we came home, got 3 hours of sleep, woke up, unpacked the truck, and took the truck back. And that's our horror story about how we almost didn't move because of how chaotic and awful moving is. We didn't have any problems with U-Haul themselves. They were actually very nice and very cooperative and helped me and understood my frustration. But my frustration wasn't with them. It was with the third-party company that we are supposed to rely on to bring us the box. So, U-Haul was very nice. And I think if we ever need anything again, I would probably just get a box truck or use the van, but you can only use the van like in town. That's the only thing. But thankfully we made it safely, and we did realize that it's probably best that we got the truck. I think we got the 10-footer because we saw one of those U-boxes, and I don't think we would have fit half of what we got in the box truck. And we repacked that box truck too. And I still rode the whole drive with like a pillow in my lap and an air fryer behind my head, like up in the headrest thing. So, thankfully we made it. Joey is looking for a job, and I'm prepping for conventions, and we are finally getting settled in. But thank you for being patient with me as I got everything situated and unpacked, and just the struggle and chaos of moving. But we have a house. We're official house owners. And it's fun so far. It's getting fun, I guess I should say.
I officially have everything organized enough where I can get started and start sewing. Here's what it looks like.
We're gonna move this TV, but they left this here. And then here's my sewing machine. And then I have both of my embroidery machines here. I think I have them spaced where they can both run, but we'll see. We'll see if we can run them both safely. If not, this one will probably be prioritized. I definitely need more space on my desk. So I want something where these threads can get out of the way. So maybe something right there. Like I said, this will probably move up. So we'll get that out of the way. Or some under storage. I know sometimes they have like little things that you can slip on here. But I don't want to be able to knock it off. So we'll see about that. And like I need a place for my hot glue gun. But this was the sewing desk that I had in here. This is one that I've had in Kentucky at my parents' house for a while. But this is like my print station. We have our printer and then the label printer and then my computer that I use. And the cool thing about this is this opens up into a desk. Like you can make it longer. But I have this storage area under here. So this is like extra thread, hot glue, different decoration pieces. It's also where I keep my label printer, or not my label, my laminator and my paper and stuff for that. And then this is kind of just more storage. We have like sketchbooks and stuff for Artist Alley. And then we have our cutting table, which we're going to put our pegboards up, but Joey's drill is like dead, like bit the dust. So he's probably going to get an early Christmas gift for that. So when that goes up, most of the stuff in this basket will get hung up there. Curtain rod, we're going to put curtains up in here. This is my beanie bucket hat stock that I need to embroider. And then this is like fabric storage. And I thought about turning this into like a packing station, but I think it's a little too far from my printer. And I don't think it'll work to move my printer over here. It just doesn't seem like the best idea. And then that's pegboard stuff that I haven't unpacked yet. And then this is like, you know, my pattern pieces that have already been cut. Like this one's Vaporeon. And then I have Vaporeon pieces in there. And we have a little bit of a shelf display up here. And then this is the fabric closet, but it is stuffed, guys. And it does go back in there. I did try to prioritize, of course, like white and black that I have multiple of are on the bottom, shoved in the back. That bag is full of other fabrics that I don't, like less than a yard of fabric. And then we got extra stuff up there. We got stuffing. But yeah, eventually what'll probably happen is I'll get some under this table storage, because I do need a place to put my big pieces of fabric. And either they'll go in there or I'll move those storage bins under there, put all my fabric in the closet. And then I did take over this closet a little bit. And it is like Artist Alley stuff. So this is like stock. And then I have like keychains and prints and sticker sheets right there. And you can see a little bit of the display stuff. But yeah. And of course, this is just all our linens. But again, I'm ready to get started. Finally doing some work in the new house, which of course I did some beanie work. These need to be trimmed. But before we moved all our stuff down, when we only had my embroidery machine and I didn't really have fabric to sew on, I worked on some of this embroidery. So I think I did like all Fire Nation. I think there was like 6. And then I think I did about 6 of these earth ones. They still need to be trimmed. And I don't think I have yellow or blue to do water and air, so I need to order some. And yeah, I'm going to get some shipments ready and ship those out. Then I got to figure out what I'm going to do for my live on Tuesday. It'll probably be Kirby's, because I got to make Kirby's for this month. It's going to be gingerbread Kirby. Let me see if my iPad's alive to show you guys. Here's gingerbread Kirby. Isn't it so cute? I really wanted the bow like down here because this is very feminine, but I mean, Kirby can be feminine. But I really wanted the bow down here, but it just didn't look right, and then I wouldn't be able to put the buttons. So we put the bow up here. But I do love the little swirlies. I'm going to use puffy paint, and hopefully it goes better than other times.
I think that's all I have to say right now. But thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.